Hold up, you're still using ChatGPT for copyright? Let me save you hours of frustration. Last week, I was exactly where you are, grinding away with ChatGPT's basic outputs. Then I tried Claude, and it completely changed how I approached copywriting. In this video, I'll show you why Claude is blowing ChatGPT out of the water in terms of copywriting. I'm talking about naturally flowing content that captures what you want to say, without all of those weird AI quirks that we've come to hate. I'll prove it to you. I'll take the exact same prompt that you run into ChatGPT and run it through Claude and compare the results. The difference will shock you. We'll take a look at how Claude handles context, instructions, and brand voice across long documents that ChatGPT simply can't match. If you're serious about creating high quality copy that actually sounds human, you're gonna want to see this. Resources and quick sign up links are in the description below. Now let's just get into it. First, I wanted to show you guys what I put into Perplexity AI. It was just a quick search. And I wanted to show this to actually back my claim and just to not throw things out there without any actual backing or reasoning. So, and Perplexity, it takes a lot of sources from the internet, as we can see here. It's taken 8+ sources from a bunch of different places. And yeah, Perplexity is designed to be a good researching tool. So, quick search here. Why is Claude better at copywriting than ChatGPT? More natural and human-like language, better context handling, improved writing quality, advanced customization, high accuracy and reasoning, nuance and refined text. Now, there's a lot of text there that you can read in your own time when you use Perplexity. And then you can do a further deep dive by pressing all these different options here. And there you go. I just wanted to show you guys what backs my claim. The main pointer with ChatGPT, it uses a lot of words to sound smart without actually providing any insight. And sometimes the language can be cringeworthy, cliche. Like, it's just really easy to tell when someone's put something in ChatGPT and just copy and paste it on a website. So now let's actually get into how Claude compares to ChatGPT. All right, so I've gone into Claude and ChatGPT and added the same prompt here. So as you can see, I've done the same prompt. If you really want to check it, you can just pause both of the moments where I've shown the Claude prompt here. You can take a moment to pause and read that one if you want, and we'll verify it. And then the same as in ChatGPT as well. I've zoomed out now so you can try and see that I've copy and pasted the same prompt as in ChatGPT, same as Claude. I've also added same documents as well. Same here, same, there you go. And these resources will be in the description below, so you can follow along and test this yourself. It'll have the LinkedIn post examples, TOV guide, and the prompts as well, as mentioned in both of these. So this prompt is for a LinkedIn post writing assistant and prompted to follow the examples and tone of voice guide. So when you want to create a post, you just give it some context and let it go from there. So let's test a really simple prompt. I'm just going to tell it to write a post about messenger bags for uni students. All right, I've just made a quick and easy prompt. Write a post for messenger bags aimed at uni students. Go ahead, copy that, and paste this into ChatGPT. Let's show ChatGPT first. So let's go ahead and quickly read this post. Late for class, rushing to your next lecture. Carry your essentials with ease and our sustainable messenger bags designed for students who want style, function, and a greener future. Blah, 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 blah. It's okay. It's all right. But a lot of cliches like late for class, rushing to your next lecture, boring. Now let's try Claude. Okay, let's compare this. Calling all university students, your search for the perfect campus companion ends here. For our eco-friendly messenger bags blend style with sustainability, making a statement in both your classes and for our planet. Now, initially reading that sounds a lot more natural. It flows a lot nicer than trying to like chuck in everything at once. I mean, rule of three is nice, but what Claude's done, it just ties together a lot better. Now let's also look at this checklist here as well. I mean, it's okay, but we see that everywhere, and sometimes I don't really know how I feel about always putting emojis in posts. Like, I mean, you can, but it's kind of just like, yeah, I don't know. For me, it doesn't really look too nice. I mean, it is good to look at, but it's just, yeah, not really my thing. But if that's your thing, that's cool. Again, Claude like how it writes is just so much more natural. Like say here, designed for the conscious student. These bags offer everything you need. Spacious compartments for your laptop and books are being crafted from sustainable materials that help reduce environmental impact. It did start a sentence with because, but we can always edit. We can always edit that. Not ideal, but yeah, we can always edit that. But what Claude's done, it's given us a nice draft here, and we can always chop and change things, especially starting a sentence with because, like that is not on. CTA is decent as well. We can always tidy that up too. But what Claude's done here, it just flows a lot better. Like even though we've given it a short little prompt, not given it much details on the messenger bags, like it's done, like what it's written is it's pretty nice. I can always edit it. So we can always edit this sentence because it has started with because. I don't like that. Let's go and change it. So I've told Claude not to start this sentence with because here. Let's see how this works. So it's changed this into you can ace your studies and protect the planet at the same time. It's not too bad. It's better than starting the sentence with because. So that's okay. Now let's try and see what we can edit in ChatGPT. I'm just going to say sustainable fashion is kind of cringe. So let's get it to edit that. All right, so I've told ChatGPT that sustainable fashion in this sentence here, or this phrase here, is cringe. And I wanted to edit it. Let's see what happens. See, this here is not really what I want. I probably could have worded the prompt better, but when you're making quick edits, you don't always have time to think of the best prompt to get exactly what you want. Especially when you got to hustle and write something for a client who really wants some copy right then and there. So let's try and put this in Claude and see what it gives us. All right, so I've given Claude the post from ChatGPT and the part that I want to edit. Now I'll just go ahead and press that. Let's see what happens. So it has turned this CTA into one that's pretty good. It's like short and sharp, and it drives the point home. Make an impact with every campus commute. That's not bad. Yeah, again, short, sharp, delivers the point, drives it home. So I'm actually pretty impressed with that. Now let's give it a more complicated prompt. All right, so I've gone ahead and added the following prompt to Claude and ChatGPT. I've said that I need to create another post, write about our backpacks made from canvas material, quick target audience, and big product description. So this is the same prompt in ChatGPT. And product description has women's specific version available, even though I've targeted 27 to 33-year-old males. Let's see how ChatGPT and Claude perform with that small little curveball, as well as processing all of this other information. So let's see here from ChatGPT. It's made this post. If you want to quickly read it, go ahead and do so. Now let's see what Claude has written. I've I've given it the exact same prompt. It's got a little curveball as well as all this other information here, and we can read this post as well. So let's read the intros from both posts. For those who move seamlessly from morning meetings to evening workouts, we've crafted the ultimate companion, introducing our Canvas backpack, engineered for the professional who demands more from their gear. That's pretty good. It sounds, that's quite original compared to ChatGPT's. This one says, your 9 to 5 grind doesn't stop when you clock out. Whether you're commuting to work, hitting the gym, or heading out for the weekend, our Canvas backpack is built to keep up. This is a very common copywriting phrase and technique, like showing different use cases and then saying that product or service is built to keep up with those different use cases. Very common copywriting technique. And sometimes in copywriting, if you use too many cliches, eventually people pick up on that. This, although it's quite common, like not the average person doesn't always notice that, but the average person will always notice like a rhetorical question. And what I mean by that is something like, are you still using ChatGPT for copywriting? Now, I purposely avoid those because the average person would hear that and be like, oh, yeah, cool, sweet, that's great. It's too generic. And when you keep using these, eventually people pick up on that. What Claude has done, it just sounds more original, and it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like with these like online side hustle guys on YouTube. You see them always saying, oh, my crazy secret to make 10K a month. Sometimes you'll just see that and go, dude, come on, man, gotta be more original. What Claude's done, it's made something that's, quite original. It's also included the flex vent information instead here. ChatGPT has done that as well, so that's pretty cool. And Claude still has done this, but yeah, that's okay. Towards the end, not so bad. Who cares? They're already reading what's going on here. Thoughtfully designed for your days. That's pretty good as well. Quick little checklist, easier for people to read. And there we go. It did get this URL wrong, but that's okay. That's something, again, that we can always edit. What I do like is that Claude has said perhaps maybe you want to emphasize different features or modify the tone, showing that it still remembers its previous instructions. I know it's good that ChatGPT has said that let me know if you'd like any tweaks. It's a bit nicer to see that Claude, it understands that task just that bit better. That I may want to emphasize some different features or modify the tone slightly. I also want to check out the title as well. The Canvas Commuter. Catchy. Canvas Commuter, where style meets purpose. Not bad. It's catchy, rolls off the tongue, bit witty. One bag every occasion. That's okay. It's not bad. But yeah, the core one, it sounds wittier. I don't know how to say it, but it's just that a bit more slick. That was terrible grammar, but that's okay. What I will say is that Claude does follow the TOV better. Especially here, it says that it will maintain the natural and friendly tone from our TOV guide. That's quite nice to know that it'll do that. Let's see here with ChatGPT. Here's a LinkedIn post. Your target audience busy. Yeah. Okay. It does keep that TOV, which is quite nice, but it's nice that Claude sort of reiterates it. For the average person that's just using AI for copywriting, it is nice to know that it will keep following that TOV and also maintaining that professional and maintaining that target audience. It says here, create a post that balances professionalism with environmental consciousness, targeting urban professionals who need versatility in their daily life. That's quite good to know. It's good to know that it's following its instructions. And ChatGPT has just said that it's just going to follow the target audience. I would like to know if it's following that TOV. But it's just it's just ease of mind. And yeah, Claude is very good at like subtly targeting that target audience. ChatGPT is a bit too specific with it. It's hard to describe, but yeah, for the most part, like it's nice that it's like subtly mentioning that it's targeting that target audience. You don't want to specifically just blurt it out too much because then it's too obvious. That's just a quick demo showing how Claude can outperform ChatGPT with basic copywriting. I will admit ChatGPT's Canvas feature is really good. That's really good for editing copy. That's the one feature I will admit that it has over Claude. But for the most part, Claude's natural sounding copywriting is a lot better than ChatGPT's. And you can always edit it yourself. Like again, AI for copywriting is just a tool, not something that can completely take over. If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments. Let me know what else you guys want to see. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, check out my other socials. Resources and quick sign up links are in the description below. And I will see you guys in the next video.